Now, this is my first speech, so bear with me. Hey everyone, I'm honoured to stand here today to speak about one of the most major and crippling issues we are facing. For a number of many years now, we have suffered under economic struggles within Britain alongside with our European brothers and sisters. And why? Because the very financial system we have spent our entire lives under has brought us nothing but enslavement and dependence via inflation, high interest rates, and the over-reliance of the fragile system that is the stock market, of which companies choose to not prioritise it within the national community. I'm of course talking about central banking. Now, to understand as to why our nation is serving under this central banking cabal, we must understand a brief history of the monetary system, as things were always like this. It was King Arthur of Mercia who established the first monetary system in England, which he chose to back with silver. In 787, he made usury prohibited by law, which is the same practice utilised by the bankers today to print money out of thin air and to deprive our people of any real value, and charging us a ludicrous amount of interest rates, whether it be through the use of mortgages or tax in a lot of areas. This law was further entrenched by King Alfred, whom he ordered for the property of usurers to be forfeited. Later on, Edward the Confessor, during his reign, didn't only decree forfeiture, but outright expulsion. Even the main purpose of the Magna Carta was to abolish usury. It can all be you're probably asking, what went wrong? It can all be pointed to one man, and that man was William of Orange, who dethroned King James II, first through propaganda, and then through a military campaign from Holland. This military campaign was funded by the same bankers that we nationalists are fighting against to truly reclaim this nation from their hands. All they asked from William is to open the floodgates for them and to undo King Arthur's initial laws, essentially breaking the average person from that time inside out, which they have unfortunately succeeded through the creation of what we know today as the Bank of England. Now, today they reside in their devil's nest, that is the City of London. And through the wrongdoings of the banking dynasties that are in control, central banking went global and funded either both sides of the war or one side to extinguish any threat to their precious system and power. In order to end this method of accumulating debt over and over, and henceforth put an end to inflation, we first need to possess the willpower as a people to expel the ones in charge. As we know, they are not British nor European by blood. As it is their evil that is the ultimate threat to the national community. Instead of our money being backed by virtually nothing, we should back our currency as a nation through honest, hard work. Therefore, giving our money coherent value and security, because the sooner we abolish central banking and free ourselves from their grasp of power over finance, the sooner we can save ourselves. And if their fragile system collapses, then ours won't. This also comes with the abolition of interest rates, to further protect and free our people and businesses willing to put the well-being of the national community at utmost priority. And obviously, going along with our 20 demands of the national agenda, we should immediately withdraw any international funding unless there's a clear benefit to us. Doing this will give us the ability to coherently spend on British necessities and stability, and to eventually solve the current and recent problems. That being lack of funding for the NHS, veterans investitures, cost of living crisis. I can go on so much more, but I don't want to waste your time. You see, mainstream parties promise those things, don't they? But they never want to willingly spend a decent amount of money to fund those sectors.